Today I'd like to show you guys what's new with Triple J World because there have been a couple of changes since I filmed the tour. So when you walk in, you immediately notice that this area is quite wooded and this roller coaster is functioning. Well, I'll get to that part a little bit later. The main change to the park is a brand new themed section. This is like the Pirates Jungle area, and I described it a couple of times, and you may have seen this coaster in the background in the parts of How to Play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, where a mob of guests come to the park, paying $69 to get in. As you can see, this coaster is very popular amongst the guests. It's called the Arg Mickey. It has 3,024 customers per hour and makes a profit even though the admission price is free because so many people want to buy photographs. And these are the statistics. And compare that to the rest of the wooden coasters in the park. I also made like this boardwalk area because it's a good thing to do. And even though I already had a pirate ship in the park, I made this one called High Seas because it's the sea. It's the kind of grade pirates get in school. And despite being a flat ride, this ride was actually the 5th most favorited ride in the park for a couple months after it opened. Possibly because the guests were like, oh my god, new section, let's try out these rides. And the Arg Matey was the favorite for a while. And now this is the list of favorites. If you want to read the whole thing, pause the video. So I really do like this coaster. I think it's very advanced, very big, and I really like it. Yeah, and I added this lake here. That wasn't there when I filmed the tour, right? You can see your house from here. Oh yeah, and I added this pre-built design of jungle racers because I was too lazy to make an actual car ride. But it works, I guess. But when I was making the shops and stalls, I got to a situation which I never before experienced in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Never. So, as you can see here, Triple J World has 255 rides / attractions, which is just a few less than the combination of all the other Triple J parks combined. But if I wanted to do some more expanding, this is what happens. Too many void / attractions. So, what does one do when they reach that situation? Well, there used to be a water slide here called Crazy Water, but I deleted it since it was closed. That used to be the queue line. Definitely not because anyone died on it. Definitely not. No, absolutely not. And in this big eatery that you pass through when you exit Blizzard Mountain, I deleted this bathroom because it was unnecessary. Although, there seems to be an increase in popularity in Blizzard Mountain. So, maybe that bathroom would have been useful, but whatever, there's one there. So, if you need to go to the toilet, go over there. And then, after I went through some cutting, I had 2 ride credits to use. And how did I use those remaining attraction credits? Well, I put another ride on this mountain here. A very exciting ride. It's called Triple J Arctic Lumber Co. I guess I have 2 companies now, but actually this is just the name of the ride. And it's pretty good. I really like it. Here's the inside right here. Looks great. And one of my favorite things to see is a log flume going down here. Oh boy, look at him go! And it almost comes out of the waterfall right here. Yeah, this is a very exciting log flume, and the guests like it. You might notice that there isn't a patch of empty land here anymore that used to be there when I made some of those crash coasters for parts of How to Play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Well, now there's a ride here. This ride is called the You Take Your Aim. It's a Wild Mouse coaster, and it's kind of like a sequel coaster to the Ricochet at King's Dominion. I will not accept the name change to Apple Zapple. And this ride, I think, has a very good queue line. If it's over here, the wait time is like 30 minutes. But I think it's worth it. It has pretty good statistics, not very tense. You can see the layout over here. Good amount of block breaks for good capacity. So that's fine. But since I ran out of rides and attractions to use, I had all this land that I couldn't use. But what could I use it for? Scenery, and that's why this big forest is here. That's why at the beginning it's very forested, because what else am I going to do with it? Very forested. The monorail, and with the yellow spotted lizard, there are actually trees that you can see at Camp Green Lake. And look, Camp Green Lake now actually has a lake. But remember, the 100-year drought is over, and so everything comes to life. Very forested. Usually, this used to be the only forested area on the heck, but now everything's forested up until the west of Loathing area. And it did help with the statistics of heck. Already being the most exciting coaster I've ever made, it has gone even more exciting. Oh heck. Too lazy to cut that out, just deal with it. Instead, watch this roller coaster go. I look away for a couple of minutes, and in that time, we got the Safest Park Award. Woo! Yeah! We got Safest Park Award! Yeah, I always knew that the security guards at the Triple J Parks Company were amongst the best in the United States. Congratulations, all you security guards. You've all done a fine job. Y'all will get new uniforms as an award for your fantastic work. Let's give you pink uniforms. Hey, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing at their pink uniforms? Breast cancer awareness. Outro.